podcast of the yarning and darning world. So today we're going to be talking about a project that we've both completed now, or almost completed.
Yeah, I'm still working on mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so close.
Like super close. I started my second one with some new yarn that I just did a review on my Instagram for. And yeah.
Well, to be fair, mine is massive.
That's true.
Massive. Wait till you see it.
Yeah. So do you want to get your project by
Sure, yeah. Excuse me while I bend over. Okay. So first of all, I told you it was massive.
It's huge. It's for what? Like a queen size bed?
This is the goal is a queen size bed, and you know, we're almost there. We're
Ready?
Starting to run out. Let's
And if you want to see a full picture of this, we'll be posting it on the Instagram and stuff too.
I'm massive. What can I say? Yeah, it's massive. But girl,
it's really nice.
We need to talk. About this
what
pattern.
Yarn are you using?
Well, okay, so this is a cotton yarn. You know, the original, she did a pattern special or a yarn bundle with like local yarn shops.
Yeah.
Totally wanted to do that. Budget said $150 for a blanket you don't know you're going to like.
Yeah.
So I did run to the local Hobby Lobby. I'm not going to lie. This is Hobby Lobby cotton.
Yeah.
So far I love it, actually. I really love the texture. I love the way it's knitting up. I don't really have any complaints about the yarn.
No. I've used this yarn too myself, and I really do like it. So I use it for pouches and stuff because it's a really nice quality cotton that's not really going to stretch out really big. And also, I tend to sew linings in my bags, so that's what I do with my cotton yarn, at least.
Yeah, typically in the past, I haven't worked a lot with cotton. I don't know why. I just haven't. Haven't done it, but I just
dishcloths and stuff.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, dishcloths, the starter project. Of course, I've made tons of dishcloths
and soap saver bags,
towels. What else?
There's a lot
something
of
else. Pot holders. I mean, yeah. Traditional
like
first projects.
Basic, like intro to crochet kind of projects. If you don't know, we both knit and crochet. So we are multi-talented crafters. I also embroider and sew. I believe you do too.
I do embroider and sew. In fact, let me think. I mean, I've made some really good projects with both of those. But hey, maybe we'll talk about this someday.
Maybe
we can talk about it on the podcast.
There's definitely a podcast where we might be wearing matching sweatshirts. So you'll have to just wait and see when that one comes out.
Tune in.
It's just a little too hot out right now to be wearing sweatshirts. It's like 80 degrees outside still, and it's September. I don't know why the weather's like this right now.
Listen, this is fall. I'm here for it. I'll take it.
It's really nice.
Cooler.
Also,
it's cooler.
Your colors are very like autumnal.
Yeah, well, they really are. I was going for a real neutral vibe,
like
kind of cactusy.
Also, did you show off your project bag? To fit her theme.
Shout out.
It's Be Kind. How fitting is that?
Yeah, be kind, everyone. Yeah. So let's get into the nitty gritty.
Okay. So,
now that we've casted on today's topic,
yeah,
let's get into the nitty gritty.
So I've already finished my store blanket. Mine was way smaller than Little Bee's was going to be anyway, and I've now started a second one. I am making a baby size. No, this is not for me or anyone I know. It's just because I can, and I have the baby yarn in these purple colors. And I actually got a brand deal for the yarn to try out and review because it's new, and that's kind of why I have it. So if you don't know, we are making the Betty McKnit 6-Day Star blanket. Has it taken us 6 days to finish this blanket? No.
Has it taken me 6 months?
Yeah.
Maybe. No, not quite. It feels like 6 months. But to be fair, I have had a little project ADHD.
Yeah.
I hammered it. And then I got hot. And I said, blankets in this heat? No way. So
exactly.
I put it away for a while. but the temperatures have started to drop and it's time. She's almost done. We're in the home stretch. We're getting so close to the end of my yarn. And now we just got to figure out how we're going to finish this girl. I mean, come on. This is what we're working with these days.
She's definitely going to be playing Yarn Chicken, and I'll keep you up to date on that on our socials and stuff too.
Now, if I could find
just to like show off like how much we've won Yarn Chicken. So I'm using a Knit Picks yarn. It's called Baby Brava, and it's in 3 colors. And I'll make sure I link the colors or link the yarn so you guys can see it too. It's these very beautiful colors, and it's a newer yarn that they have, and I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, back to the Betty McKnit videos and stuff that have been floating around.
Listen, girl, let's talk tea.
No, because literally, so when I first saw the 6-day star blanket, I originally had sent it to my friend and was like, girl, you gotta make it. Because she's very much so like into like the ethereal, very like whimsy crafts and stuff. And like it seemed like something that she would love because it's very much up her alley. And then again, the local yarn shop that's near us was doing a promo on the star blanket. And I talked to Little Bee and I was like, oh my gosh, we should make this together.
Yes, totally.
So we both went to Hobby Lobby. We definitely picked out 2 very different color palettes for sure.
Wait, is yours Hobby Lobby yarn?
Yeah, my other one was.
Oh, right. Have you shown it?
No, not yet. I am going to be doing a reveal on my Instagram and also a main channel video reviewing it on my own.
Stay tuned.
So that's going to be on the Pandaland Instagram account. If you want to find where that is, that's going to be linked in the comments/description. It's also going to have a full-length YouTube video on my channel, Pandaland Crafts, if you're interested in watching. So when I first saw it, I didn't know why everyone was so upset about this blanket.
Right. Like this blanket was everywhere. It was popping up everywhere.
Quite literally everywhere.
And so we said, okay, let's get to it. Let's get it done. So yarn in hand, hooks ready, patterns. I print. What can I say? I like it written out.
I don't. I just kind of follow like the pictures and stuff that she provides. So we both have used the free pattern.
Yeah, the free version of the pattern, definitely. For a pattern that I'm not sure I'm going to use or like or want, I'm willing to go ahead and just give it a go with the free one.
Yeah, definitely.
I tend to be frugal with my crafting. If I save money in one area, then that gives me more money to spend on more yarn.
Yeah, because then the more money you spend, like save on patterns and stuff, the more money you have to like spend on the yarn and the quality of yarn too. Because like quality yarn is something that I'm not willing to compromise on.
No, for sure.
Like, would I be making this in Walmart like mainstays yarn? No, absolutely not.
No. Hobby Lobby though, I'm actually really in love with a lot of their yarns. Okay, I'm not an acrylic girly, but I have to say, I made a project with the acrylic. I decided I had some scraps laying around. Let me give this a go, something to keep my hands busy. And I started, and I picked up one skein, and I was like, ooh, I need another skein and another skein and another skein. And before I knew it, I had a massive, cozy, squishy blanket.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite. It's Granny Squares, again, sneak peek. Maybe we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I don't hate on that Hobby Lobby yarn at all.
No, definitely not. Especially because we don't have a lot of places to affordably get yarn. Mostly because the only other place around is like Michael's, and I'm not a huge fan of Michael's.
all know. Wait, hold on. We all know how you feel about Michael's.
No,
and if you don't, head on over to her channel. You're gonna find out all the drama. All the tea was spilled over there about her Michael's situation.
It was. It's like a 10-part series on my Instagram, YouTube, and my TikTok. So that's an option. I think it's all saved under the same video tag too.
For sure, go check that one out for sure. Yeah. But let's talk about this. Okay, so we've talked about yarn, we've talked about it, and hey,
we started to talk about the pattern, but let's just have like
let's
deeper
just
into
get
the
into it.
controversy,
Let's go ahead. Let's unravel. Let's pick at the seams a little bit.
So I'm gonna handle this part because I'm on TikTok and you're not.
No, I'm not on TikTok. I mean, I do have other socials.
She is on Instagram,
but you know, not the TikTok. And so apparently the TikTok is where it all blew up. Tell me about it.
It is where it all blew up. So originally, I found the 6-Day Star Blanket because of the initial like copyright issues with another creator.
Wait a minute. Copyright issues.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
So another creator was trying to take the 6-Day Star template and essentially what Betty McKnit wrote, her work, right? And was finding errors and correcting them. Fine, great, whatever. I love annotations. And if you want to like share your annotations, just them, that's fine. But I feel like there's a line and a boundary to taking someone else's like creative work that's copywritten.
Right, because this woman put a lot of time.
Exactly. And then she rewrote the whole pattern and tried to like sell it herself, I believe.
Well, that is, listen, okay. Especially on a free pattern. You're gonna find mistakes. These are patterns that are free for a reason. They're full of ads. They might have some typos. Okay, fine. You're using a free pattern. Go ahead and rewrite it for yourself if you need to. But let's not go ahead and put that out on the internet like, hey, look at this cool thing I invented. No, not cool.
Like one thing that I feel like I would be okay with as a pattern designer and a crafter would be like the Ravelry notes section. And
right. Yeah.
And stuff, or like making a PDF available somewhere, or writing a blog post with all the annotations that you have that are just your annotations, or if people wanted to ask you about them, make a video or something. But to go and write your own pattern based on someone else's like intellectual work is a bit of a boundary cross, and I felt uncomfortable with it. I didn't even know what the 6-Day Star was before that either. I was just seeing like star blankets, and everyone was talking about the 6-Day Star. And I follow other creators, Miss Moon Heaven, Jada talked about it, and that's really kind of how I saw the initial controversy. I shared from there, and then once I think it was about May came around, our local yarn store advertised that they were doing a Betty McKnit crochet along, and then we decided to join in. And I had seen a ton of videos on TikTok about the 6-Day Star blanket, and they were absolutely stunning colors. Those people are using like the Karen cakes.
Yeah,
I want to make one out of a Karen.
They're fantastic. They're fantastic. They really are. But I don't like acrylic. So, you know, Hobby Lobby it was, and the Karen cakes are acrylic. So here's the situation. What did you think about the pattern? Did you like it? Did you have trouble following it?
So I have a couple notes on the pattern. Just because this is my second time through, and the second time looking through her website and stuff at the pattern. So far, I've gotten away with only like 1 or 2 small mistakes, and I'm pretty sure it was on my end because I cannot count to save my life. So I think that was my problem more than her problem. I did find the layout of the page really confusing, but I was also like looking at it on my phone, and that causes some limitations. But I also just didn't find the pattern that hard because she does link full YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, she has comprehensive
troubleshoot what to do.
Right. So hold on, let me dig in my bag. All right, so I printed the pattern, and as you can see, I do annotate. So I printed the pattern. Just in case you're wondering, here it is. Here's what it looks like.
I'm not sure who that is either.
This is just I put in the pictures. People do get credit on the website. So hey, listen, this is not my work. I'm not claiming credit. Not my pattern.
Everyone doesn't come for us.
So don't come at me. Okay, so here's what I did. I printed it, and I have to say it is a lengthy pattern. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages long. The actual pattern itself, though, not that long.
No, it's
not that long. Okay,
especially
so if you see,
if you're like really good at repeats, the pattern basically repeats
this
itself.
is the pattern. The other pages. Now, caveat here. If you just copy and print the pattern, the free version, so you drag your little mousey and copy and paste and put it into a doc and print, you're going to get all the ads. I didn't do that. I copied and printed and took the time to remove the ads. Having said that, this is her original pattern minus the ads, and I have to say, I think there might be some boo-boos. I can see why people might have been a little bit annoyed. I can see there's stitch counts aren't always exactly right.
Yeah.
It's not just your math. I feel like I have the same problem, and as you can see, I annotate, I make notes. Every little round gets a chick. Every little stitch gets a count. That's just my personality.
Yeah.
And I would get to the end of the row and I'd say, wait a minute here, something isn't right. Eventually, I guess I just figured it. I think I just here and there would put an extra stitch in or put two together. And finally, I'm to the point where as I get deeper and deeper into the pattern, and I will say I'm on, let's see, I'm on repeat 8.
Okay.
Of the rounds. The full round. And in this pattern, there's 7 rounds. So I'm on repeat 8. This is a huge project for me, I have to say. I mean, it's a queen size blanket. So, what are you going to do? It's going to be large.
And it's not just like small squares. It's just one
massive
round.
So, for example, by the time we're to my position in the pattern, you can see how it starts and where it's going. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Between points, or between middle and middle, 110 stitches. That's just on one little chunk. And then that doesn't include, your like triples and your chain spaces, etc. So listen, it's not a small thing.
No, it's not.
It's not a small thing though, that when you get to the mistakes and you're like, wait a minute, did I miscount? So you're ripping it out, you're counting, I'm putting my stitch markers in. And then finally I just decided, wait a minute, this isn't me. This could be a pattern issue. This could be a pattern issue. Having said that though, I am working off the free version.
Yeah, we both
I mean, it's the free version. Again, I'll give you a little. This is a lot. This is a lot, right?
Yeah. You're like how many rounds away from being done though?
Well, okay. Yarn chicken is happening. It's really
almost done, right?
It's really happening. At this point, my goal is to use up the rest of what I have in here. And so just, like, now we're creating, we're creatively, okay, so here, this was the I love this cotton. I had,
like what?
I think 3 or 4 of each color. I had 6 colors. This is basically what's left. I haven't wound this one into a ball or a cake. I was just working center pull and these fit so nicely in my bag. I just let them. I wasn't out here trying to waste time. I wanted to get to the project. So I have odds and ends like this left. And, okay, I was very specific about this. Thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin, color repeats, the whole thing. But now I'm to the point where the yarn chicken is happening. So do I go thin? Do I stay on the pattern? Do I deviate? Do I get creative here? I don't know. Why don't you let me know in the comments what you think I should do? Do you think I should stick to the pattern, stick to what I've been doing, or do you think I should get a little creative here with my yarn chicken? Because all this yarn, it's going to be used. As much as I can use, it's going to be used because my storage space is short. And hey, maybe that's something we can talk about too. Maybe we'll get to the yarn stashes.
I mean, that's not fair though, because mine is huge.
Right. So just a little sneak peek. Future episodes, maybe we'll give you a little sneaky sneak of what we do for our yarn stashes. I mean, some people have whole rooms and some of us have baskets.
Or some of us have organizers, desks, and closets.
Right. I mean, one can only dream. Anyway, drop us a little comment in the, I guess, down below. Drop it down below and let me know. What do you think I should do? Should we single crochet? Do borders? I mean, we've got a good pattern here. Should I keep going in pattern? What do you think? I don't know. It's so close. I can't wait to be done. This is, I'm not going to lie, this is a gift. We have someone that we both know and love. They're getting married. So this is a blanket made for two. Shh, don't tell her. Maybe by the time this comes out, she will already been married. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my tea on this pattern. I mean, I don't know what the big hubbub is about.
Me either. Like, I for sure have found some errors.
Sure.
Like, especially in, because it's not a
it's
traditional
the corners.
granny square
It's
either.
the corners. Let's be real. It's the corners.
It's not a traditional granny square in
No.
the way that you would chain between the like holes right here.
Yeah.
It's also like a little tricky because it's not like a straight shape. Nor is it like
No.
an easy like, oh, this is a rectangle, this is a square, this is a circle, whatever, yada yada yada. It's not that either, but it's very beautiful. I'm thinking about turning mine into a levy potentially.
That would make a great levy. That's so cute for a baby girl. Yeah, I mean, really, it's the corners and the centers between the corners. This is where the math wasn't always mathing.
No.
And it didn't matter how many times I counted. Something was always just a little bit off. So I had to get creative. I made it work. Now we're in pattern. We've got it right. But those initial, and I really think for me, I think where the problem came with this pattern was really way back here in the setup rounds.
Yeah.
Way back here in the beginning where you're just starting to get the shapes happening. The counts, I got to weave my ends. The counts weren't necessarily counting. No. And it didn't, I tried it a couple times and I just thought, okay, we can fix this. Yeah, we can fix this. Keep going. Now we're here, round 8, or getting ready to start round 8, and everything's fine. So I would say, how many needles would you give this? Is this like a 2 clicks, a 1 click? I mean, what kind of rating system do we even use? We should. Oh, yes, this is chains.
For like chains wise, because I'm gonna say a chain at like one chain, like chains out of 5. I'm gonna give this like a 3.5 because it's not bad.
No, yeah.
I think that it was like made poorly. I think that like LittleBeeKnits has made like 17 versions of this blanket.
Fair, that's fair. She has so many versions of this blanket.
There's bound to be some error.
Yes,
because we are human. And
true. We need to give
a very true thing.
Right.
Grace needs to
Hello, give her grace. Give her grace. And okay, so my rating, I would say 4 chains. Yeah, this was good. I like this pattern. And, bravo to you, Betty, for being willing to share this with the internets, with the world for free. Yeah. She could have hid it behind a paywall. She could have. She said, no, let me go ahead and put this out here. And not only am I going to put this out here, but I'm going to also make in-depth crochet along videos.
Tutorials and like all sorts of stuff.
Wait. And okay, Betty, just for that alone, Betty, girl, you get 5 chains. You are off the hook, girl. Thank you. Is the pattern perfect? No, but you are beautiful for putting it out there for us. So just bravo. Thank you.
I know from like the designer aspect because you don't design patterns yet, at least.
Oh no, I do.
Like you do, you just don't publish.
I don't publish. That's true. That's true. I do create. I don't publish.
And I do, and I know from the creator side of it, it's very stressful to have people
true
in depth looking at your work,
true,
and picking you apart because I've received some very not the kindest messages about some of my patterns. The
internet is a cruel place.
It is, and especially because most of my patterns are in fact free on my blog. And the only paid ones that I have are either on Ribbler or on Ravelry. And I always link that the blog is there. And not all of my patterns are tested, nor are all of the sizes that I list tested because finding testers is extremely hard.
Oh, especially if you're size inclusive.
Yes. Because
Come
I
on.
offer from like an extra small all the way up to the 6XL.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to expand to a 7XL. But when you don't have testers for those sizes, it's very difficult to be able to do that and offer that. So like I've just received some very unkind messages, especially with like my patterns and people just like calling me out for errors and stuff. Especially like when I've labeled patterns and I've made sure I've mentioned like in bold, this pattern has not been tested. Please message me if you find errors.
Right. So yeah, people should just be kind. And that's what I would say about Betty. You know, everybody out here dissing Betty and her pattern. And to the girl who tried to steal Betty's work, shame on you. Yeah. Shame on you.
Because it's just not enough. So, hi everyone. Welcome to post editing. Not post editing. This is editing Chloe coming at you. From the future. So this clip was filmed about 2 months ago at this point. We filmed September 8th and today is November 8th. So it's been about 2 months. Unfortunately, I ended up getting sick with essentially what was pre-pneumonia, which made me pretty sick there for a while. I just was like sick for like 6 weeks. We had some life happen, then Miss B got sick, and she is currently sick, fighting off pneumonia. So, we haven't had time to refilm the podcast. So, there is content available. It's just very crappy content. And when I say crappy, I say it with love, because you can't see me in the content. So, what's about to happen is you are going to see the rest of the podcast episode. I think there's like 14 more minutes to the episode. Let me check, because I'm uploading it now, footage-wise. I don't think it's uploaded yet. So there is like 14 minutes of the content there. But it's kind of funky. So this is like, imagine Miss B is over here and then I'm over here, but this is only like half of what you see. So that's kind of the content gist. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in. I'm also going to upload all of this to Spotify, hopefully, with audio. Also, fair warning, my mic died like 10 minutes into this episode. So annoyed by that. Don't know what happened. I swore I charged the mics before this happened. No clue. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the rest of the episode. There are some bloopers at the end. They're pretty funny. So just make sure you watch till the end. Thanks everyone. Bye. So the camera cut out and then my mic stopped working. So we're just gonna cut and paste a little bit.
We gotta roll with it.
And I'm pretty sure future editing me is gonna pop in and explain all of that anyway. So it's fine.
It's fine.
So as we were saying, you don't publish patterns, I do. So I'm very used to much of the designer side of people trolling you about patterns.
Yeah, people are just so mean.
One time I received a message because I refused to give my pattern away to someone, and they called me some very harsh names.
And listen, in this space, we're all about positivity. So go ahead and keep your trolling, nasty comments to yourself. You can't say nothing about me that I don't already know about myself, okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So on that note,
we are rambling for a little bit. We're trying to keep the podcast about 30 minutes. It's pretty hard though when you get like chatting and stuff.
I was having a good time.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna cut it for today. So overall, how many stitches are you gonna give your blanket? So that's going to be like single crochet, double crochet, or like
we're gonna rate Betty's
treble.
Beautiful pattern. Okay. So in light of everything that we've talked about, I'm going to go ahead and give her treble stitches, okay? Top-notch marks for you, Betty babe, because I have to say, while this pattern is not perfect.
No.
It's not perfect. Kudos to you for publishing it, giving it away free, your creativity, the way you have so generously given your time to make videos, to point people in the right direction. You have published multiple versions of this pattern. Top marks, babe. Top marks. You're the best. What do you think?
Honestly, yeah. So I don't know what kind of rating I'm gonna give it, just because I don't know how I feel about like trebles and stuff, because I don't think I know enough about like stitches and stuff. So I think we're gonna have to refine that as well. But if I give it like a solid like crochet related rating, like treble being like the highest,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
like I think it would definitely be like a double or half double, like very solidly in the middle. Because while I don't love the pattern itself because of the errors and like it could just be like maker error, it is frustrating, especially for someone who doesn't like to follow patterns.
Right, right. That's true.
Like if you're a memorize and go kind of girly, this is not the pattern for you.
No, I mean,
especially the setup. Like you cannot just memorize and go. So that's one reason why I would take away a stitch, just because on the rating scale. But overall, it is very well written. The videos are very helpful, especially if you're a visual learner. There's just a lot of resources and a lot of people out there that are willing to help you too. So overall, I think it's a great pattern. The last clip definitely got cut off the last time we filmed this like exit of the video. I made it around my blanket twice.
I ain't even made it a quarter of the way. This is a big blanket.
So you'll just have to stay tuned for more updates on Little Bee's Instagram and my Instagram, all of that stuff. And yeah, let's get a BeReal photo for the intro. So yeah, that's it for today. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It would mean the world as we are a new podcast. And liking and subscribing really just pushes us out into the algorithm of people who are like-minded.
Leave us some love down below. Let us know what you're working on. And remember to join us again next time for a little yarning.
100%.
Yarning and darning. Don't forget to bring a hook or some needles and some projects. And see us next time.
Bye,
take care.
everyone. Bye. Ugh. Star blanket, take one. All right. Ooh, I gotta wipe my face with sweat before I come on camera.
Your story, bro.
I almost wore my brown shirt too. Oh my gosh. We'll cut that out. Pillow. We need the B-roll anyway.
Live and unraveled.